while back, Colleen, I contributed to a book called The Best Leadership Advice I Ever Got. So I was wondering if you could share with us what's some of the best leadership advice you ever got. I know tons of it, but
yeah, I do. I mean, I get it every day. I think the best. I don't really know. I mean, everything that anyone has ever offered to me, I have really tried to listen to and tried to figure out how it would work for me. Mm-hmm. I will tell you that the best leadership advice I think I give to people is to remember, and I think this came up in the book, just to remember that leadership is not a title or a position.
Yep, I love that.
Leadership is a way of life. And it goes right back to the egalitarian spirit in my heart. Sure. It goes right back to who Southwest is and isn't. And that is, if you ever get to the point where as a leader you are talking to somebody else and you say, you know, they didn't even know who I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, well, I want to say, well, who are you? Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. You know, to me, it's when leadership or titles go to people's heads and they just become a different person. Sure. I think that's also the hardest thing for leaders to adjust to. The reverse of that sometimes is, you know, I'm the same person, really. I mean, I've grown and I've blossomed, I hope. I hope I'm a better person today than I was 20 years ago. But at the same time, my heart and soul are pretty much the same person as I've been for, you know, 50 plus years. Sure. But every time, I've noticed, every time that you go a little higher up on that so-called ladder, then you have people less and less willing to open their hearts and tell you what they really think. And I think that's very sad for society. So you have to really work at that to make sure that people understand, look, I'm still the same person. Yeah. It's really no different than people should never forget where they came from.
That's it. That's all it is. Yep.
You know?
Yep. But we tell our leaders that the higher you go in an organization, the more you need to be listening.
Right.
So excellent leaders are listening at least 50% of the time, which kind of flies in the face of the normal preconception of leadership. It's like the higher I get, I have to cast vision and set direction and be clear and all set expectations. But it's really crazy about listening and hearing, because you raise a good point. Information does get filtered as it goes up the organization. People, through fear or something, gets filtered. So to really be a serving leader, you have to make sure you're telling people, hey, it's okay. You know, tell me what's really happening here. Yeah. And I always tell our clients that leadership is really about others, not ourselves, and particularly servant leadership. It's all about other people, not yourself.
That's
so
right.
Really, so thank you.